Welcome back to Don's Life. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining today. You know, I was washing my truck the other day, and you may notice this on your vehicle because many vehicles have them, but on my GMC Sierra AT4, these pillars, they have unsightly swirl marks, micro scratches in them, and that's just from everyday washing. Windows look good. My self-healing wrap around it looks good, but these don't have any type of protection. Until now, we're going to install ScreenProTech's protective pillar film. For this GMC Sierra, we're going to demonstrate how to install it, and it might even remove or hide some of those unsightly swirl marks. Let's go. So I've actually got a couple kits here. This is the pillar kit we're going to install in this video. This is a infotainment screen and gauge cluster protection kit. We'll install in the C8 at a later date. But one thing you'll notice on the packaging and the little card that they send you, there's QR codes everywhere. There's their social links, but this company really wants you to know how to install this properly so you get the most out of their product and to let you know that they're there to support you. So let's open up this big canister right here for these pillars and see what's in the box. Technically, I do think this is a box because it's a container that's holding the product. In here, this is a double kit, which you can order. Double kits will give you exactly what you're thinking, double the film. So we have a cleaning rag here and a squeegee. I'll unbundle that in a second. And then we have our pillar film right here. So we've got one side for the driver's side, one side for the passenger side, and then again, a pair for each side. In case we mess up, now we have extra. We have this really nice rag. I like these just for the rags, to be honest. I mean, the product's great, but so are these rags. And then we have a little squeegee there to help with the installation. One more thing that wasn't in the box, because this is a larger kit, it requires a larger solution of spray. So they send you a spray bottle. This is a little bigger one. And some of the smaller kits, like the gauge cluster kit and infotainment kit for my Corvette C8, it has a little spray bottle. Again, both of them come with soap in there already. You just add water. We've got our water in here. We're going to give it a swirl. We're going to use this to make sure that these pillars are clean. So we'll go through that right now. So we're just going to give it a spray here. Prime it up a bit. There we go. Use our rag just to make sure that there's no dust or grease on there. And then we'll wet it again. I'm just going to use the squeegee they sent me. Make sure there's no contaminants on the surface. I mean, if you wanted to go all out, you could use a clay bar. I don't think I need to for this little section. But there, I feel they're contamination free. Now before you start, make sure you're working with the right film. So if you were to study the shape of these pillars, you would notice that they are wider at the bottom and they get a little narrower towards the top. This back one on the back door is the widest. I actually measured it out just to be sure. It's close to 13 centimeters. And then this one here is closer to 11 centimeters. And when I look at the film, probably can't see that on camera, the way it's laid out, this is the wider one that matches up with this one's measurements, and to its left, so the front door, it's wider at the bottom here and narrows out, which matches the measurements of that pillar. So I know this is the right one for this side. That would mean the other set is for the other side. So I'm just gonna pre-wet this. I was going to use rubber gloves, but that's not included in the kit here. You don't need to. What I recommend doing is spraying some solution on your fingertips. You're not transferring any oils onto the back of the film. And then we'll peel the film off, wet the back of it, make sure this is still wet enough, apply it, and then we'll squeegee out all the moisture, and then it should be good. give it a bit of a wipe. So we got a lot of moisture on there. Now it's still gonna float and shift a little bit, which is normal. It'll look cloudy too for a day or two until all of the moisture works its way out or evaporates. You'll notice too it doesn't wrap around, so you're going to have a tiny little exposed area on the edges, kind of like a screen protector on your phone. But we've got it in place and we can start the next one. Now that I'm happy with the placement, I'm just going to spray them again. That way when I glide the squeegee over it, I can just get the last little bit of air bubbles that might exist, but also not damage the film as I'm working through it. So I'll just push a little up the top. And I think it'll start to look even better and better after I do this. Rag here. I'm pretty happy with how these ones are laid down. We still got to give them time. There's going to be some streaks and some haze in a couple areas. I'm going to go work on the other side, get them set up pretty much like these ones, and then we'll give it a little more time and then come back to it and have a closer look. See, you just get better with practice. These ones set up a lot quicker and they were a lot easier to work with because I kind of developed a technique after I did a couple of them. So both sides are done. Again, we just want to give it some time. It's going to take a little while to cure. If it was warmer in here, it would cure a lot faster. So I could make you wait like I am for these things to cure and us to show them off. They're still a little bit hazy. So I'm going to run a clip right now as I'm talking. So now you see an overlay of the after. So the clip that you're watching now is actually in the future, and I have to tell you, they look really, really good. I can't see those swirl marks anywhere at all. I'm pretty sure you can't on camera if I can't see them in person. So not only have we gotten rid of those micro swirl marks, but we've also protected these pillars going forward. So if you want to check out what ScreenProTech has to offer for your vehicle, I'll leave a link in the video description below. Use the promo code DonsLife and save yourself some money. But if you like today's video, hit that like button. Please consider subscribing. We'll talk to you next time.